Mental Health, created by Singye Oy, Holly Richardson, Benjamin Smith, Sally Ann Wright, and Wahid Yacob. Mental disorders are health conditions characterized by alterations in thinking, mood, or behavior, or some combination thereof associated with distress and/or impaired functioning. Mental disorders are associated with increasing mortality rates. The risk of death among individuals with a mental disorder is several times higher than the population as a whole. Mental health is defined as a state of mental and emotional being of which people feel able to cope with daily stress. 1 in 6 workers are experiencing depression, stress, or anxiety. A further 1 in 4 people have a mental illness. Employees will do an effective job and interact well with colleagues if they are feeling mentally and emotionally well. However, one may feel in good mental health, but may generally also suffer from stress, depression, or anxiety in the workplace. Stress, like work-related stress, is the biggest occupational health problem in the UK. Mental health illness such as depression, anxiety, job stress, and bipolar disorder do not stop employees from working, but it will cause low-quality work. It is important to not only feel physically good, but to also feel mentally good. Mental illness can impact your daily life, including the relationships with other people around you. Depending on the type of mental illness, it can affect you in the workplace. For example, how much effort you put into your work, how productive you are, and even how keen you are. Signs of mental health include employees arriving late to work, calling in sick more often, spending too much time in the office or little time, less cooperative, overconfident, withdrawn and uncommunicative, seems upset, teary, can't concentrate or focus on work performance begins to suffer, less productive, complaints of tiredness or unexplained pains. Other signs and symptoms of excessive job and workplace stress are feeling anxious, irritable or depressed, loss of interest in work, problems sleeping, fatigue, trouble concentrating, muscle tensions or headaches, stomach problems, social withdrawal, loss of sex drive, and using alcohol or drugs to cope. Stress. Job stress can be defined as the harmful physical and emotional response that occurs when the requirements of the job do not match the capabilities, resources, or needs of the worker. Job stress can lead to poor health and even injury. Long-term exposure to job stress has been linked to an increased risk of musculoskeletal disorders, depression, job burnout, and may contribute to a range of debilitating diseases, ranging from cardiovascular disease to cancer. Stressful working conditions also may interfere with an employee's ability to work safely, contributing to work injuries and illnesses. In the workplace, the most highly ranked and frequently reported organizational stresses are potential job loss, technological innovation, change, and ineffective top management at the work unit level, overload, poor supervision, and inadequate training are the top-level ranking stressors. A Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development study has highlighted the impact on business of poor mental health in employees. The study found that 37% of sufferers are more likely to get into conflict with colleagues. 57% find it harder to juggle multiple tasks. 80% find it difficult to concentrate. 62% take longer to do tasks, and 50% are potentially less patient with customers or clients. The study also found that for the first time, stress is now the major cause of long-term absence in manual and non-manual workers. Role stress occurs when divergence exists between what a person perceives to be the role expectations and what actually is occurring within the role. In order to combat role stress, managers can fully explain the expectations and daily occurrences of what will happen in a job to prospective employees so that they do not suffer from role stress. This could help with training days and initiations before offering jobs. Grime found that people who were off work with stress-related absences responded well to computerized cognitive behavioral treatment. Therefore, managers who notice high absences in employees could ask them for interviews in order to determine absence and then refer or advise them to have a computerized CBT.